Say bless, say bless, yeah, say bless, say bless.
Alright, D Squad. Hey guys. Hopefully this won't show in the little box, but I have it facing with the back camera. I got my daughter setting it up. Is it clear? Alright, so we're going to talk like I'm being very still so I don't knock the camera down. So anyway, as I was going through my comments, I had some questions that were left down because, as you know, guys, we're going to be talking about discussions. And so when I see someone ask a question, I need to go and look it up. If I can't find it, I need to go here to the Word of God where it talks about it. But the first question I'm going to answer and talk about, well, the first subject I'm going to talk about, I'm probably going to make 2 videos so it don't run together and kind of like throw y'all off. But she asked me a question. Yes, I am a single parent. I have been married before, but most of the time, most of my children's lives, I have been a single parent. She asked the question, being a single parent, how do you save money? Good question. It's not easy. It's not always easy to save money, but when I was younger, before I had my accident with my back, I worked 2 jobs. So I made decent pay. I made a decent living. I was able to afford some of the things that my children needed. I was able to keep a roof over our head, transportation, food. I had to pinch because that's the time. I wasn't on no job where I was making these big mega bucks. I had to kind of put something up for a rainy day, if you know what I mean. Sometimes you have to like say no, and it's not going to always be easy to tell your kids no, especially if they're small children. You want to give them what they want. Kids see other kids with stuff, and of course they want it. But you have to also understand that you have to make that money last either for the month or till the next pay period, unless you got money saved up and you have a budget set up for things where you could just, out of that budget, out of your, when you have a budget, and I need to have one myself, but when you set up a budget, you need to set up your bills, you need to set up your leisure time finances for the children, and just when it's gone, let them know, hey, we got this certain amount to do this. When it's gone, kids, it's gone. And so that they can understand that, hey, we ain't got no more leisure time money. It's all gone. So you have to kind of get them to understand. So saving money was very, very hard as a single parent when it's one person paying all the bills. Even if you're in a relationship and you still paying all the bills, if you know what I mean. Because not every man is going to pay no bills. Now, I'm not saying I haven't had any that wouldn't help me. But the majority of my life as an adult and a mother, I usually had to pay the bills. So that was one of the questions she had to ask me. The second question she asked me was, and I wrote them down, how to keep up the drive to keep going. My children. Praying. Oh, I pray a lot. Oh, I had to go here a lot. And I'm still going here even though my children are adults. It's like, how do you keep going? Because I want to be successful one day. That's the main thing. I want to be successful in life. I want to, I want to have a nice career. I do want to be married. So my hope is in God. I'm just trusting that God's going to hear my prayers and He's going to answer them. But I don't just want God to just answer my prayers because I want it. I want to be ready to receive what God has for me. So the way I keep my drive is that I keep my hope in the Lord, knowing that one day God is going to provide. Because in the Word of God in Proverbs 29:11, it says, I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you, to give you hope and a future. That's a promise from God. So that's in Proverbs 29:11, so go and check it out. So I wanted to discuss that with you, and I hope that helped you, Ashley, because you were the one who asked that question. So I really hope that helped you. Because, I didn't have people come in and talk to me. I had to learn a lot of this stuff on my own. I had to kind of fend for myself. I had to learn how to be a mother. I had to learn how to raise kids because of my background. When I say my background, I was raised in a foster home, different foster homes. I was in a place called U City. My childhood was very hard. My mom was a single parent even when she was married, but my mom did whatever she had to do to take care of her 3 children. Actually 4, but one passed. Well, she would have been older than me. She passed when she was 8 months. Then my brother and sister also passed away. But my mom did the best she could as a single parent. So I take my hat off to my mom. You know, it's not easy. I know as a single mother, you want your kids to have what other kids have. You want them to have the best. You want them to have the best clothes, the best food to eat, a nice place to live. But if that's something you striving for, pray about it. If you know you can't do it on your own, go to God and just pray to God. Like I'm talking to you, that's how you talk to him. Everything we need to know is right here in the Word of God. This is like our navigator for life. Without this, we don't have a word. We need his word. His word stands still and his word will never fail you. So if you're a single parent out there, tilt your hat to the side and know that you are doing the best you can as a single parent. Don't beat yourself up if you have to tell your kids no sometimes because you don't want to spoil them. You know, you don't. You know how many people I know who have children they have spoiled, and now these children have no respect for their parents because they have no respect for people because they feel like the world owes them something. And that's one way you don't want your kids to be. You know, one thing my kids can tell you about me is that I push them to get out there and go to work. Those out of my 4 that want to go to work, they're gonna go. Like with my baby girl, it was very, very trying with her because her dad was around for a little while, but her dad passed away. And so she, you know, she strayed off. But I had to do a lot of praying, and I'm still praying. But by the grace of God, he has her, and now she's back home. And then she's in school, you know, and she has a lot of hard work ahead of her. My thing as a mother is to continue to praise her when she do good, offer her suggestions because she's 18 now, and then go from there. So parents, don't beat yourself up. Like I said, don't do it. Don't do that. Do the best you can and help your kids to understand, hey, we don't have money for this right now. You can't go here right now. You can't do that right now, and let them know that it's okay. So I hope I answered your question on what gives me the drive to keep going is God. And that's how I survived as a single parent. It was not easy. We have been homeless, living in a hotel for 3 months. You know, me working just to pay the bills, just to stay where we are, cooking in a microwave. You know, it was not easy. You know, living life as a single parent was very hard. But I made it. So I hope that answered your question concerning that, Ashley. And with that being said, God bless you. If you have any more questions, girl, leave them down in the comments. And that goes for anybody that may have any questions or concerns or discussions. Drop them down because I love it. I ain't even going to bed until I finish it. I'm gonna upload this video, and then I'm gonna read about this other one that's coming up. But make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you drop a comment. And if you haven't subscribed, what you waiting on? Go ahead and subscribe, and let's have our nightly talk before we go to bed. I love you, D-Squad. You're the best squad. With that being said, God bless you. And that will be the end of this first video. Love you guys.